The Ruthless knockout stage brings an epic Europe versus Asia clash. Watch the explosive last 64 match highlights between Scotland's Eagle Eye, Jayson Shaw, and the Filipino rising star, AJ Manis. This high-stakes 9-ball elimination battle at the 2026 WNT Florida Open Pool by Matchroom features rapid-fire, shot-making, magical escapes, and extreme pressure. Dive into the breathtaking highlights right now.
The left there, he'll be going at this. Missed it, but he's got a saved it.
Yeah, and one of those guys who's still a very good player as well. Great speed here, understanding that congestion on the lower right part of the table, and sometimes you get a good roll with. Well, I mean, you know, there's a lot of family guys out here on tour, but if any one player, especially at
Boris Ivanovsky.
Yeah, I know Boris pretty well. Got to be friends with him of the last year, and things a few upsets we didn't expect.
Yeah, and of course Boris's sister, one of the.
Boris told me had a baby. They're gonna get back into the game. But you'd have to say, too, we have here at the Florida Open, oof, and that's just the kind you got to just ball. Just the cueing is so good. If you just kind of make sure you're taking a little more dead aim on the ball, that ball's down.
That from time to time. He's just so fluent and fast and plays on pure instinct.
But I was saying the two guys to really, kids to kind of lead Asia, and there's going to be plenty more, and there already is, I'm sure, is still in the tournament.
Well, Shaw, unexpectedly, wins the first rack.
Coming home. And saying home, of course, originally from Scotland, but has resided in Connecticut for some years. We'll see how it unfolds for the final 16. And I don't know if we've ever done this, but what the average age of the final 16.
Trying to get it near the green, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, he knows. Does he try to clip it or push it past the 9? Probably tries to clip it a little and go on the 9. He did a little bit of both.
He was a little bit naive in many occasions. Maybe he's been a bit naive there.
I was going to say, he may give up a comment. And I'll tell you, you know, the tournament, you know how that goes. You want to give him a little space. It just happened to be, I spoke with a few players. And I guess he's just going to play short side on the 6. There's a lot of...
Okay. I didn't mean the bank on that ball. I meant the bank on the 6.
Now you can kind of stop here. Well, pure stroke. I was going to say you could stop and play the kiss shot to where the 6 leaks out. Probably get a kind of a safety in mind. If he's going at the 9, I didn't think so. Smart play. He's doing with as far as the jump.
Got to be careful here. Okay, ties it up. Shaw with a chance. I picked Claudio as the outsider.
I did.
With
yeah.
me, yeah. Okay.
You did too, right?
Yeah, that's right. I picked Shaw as my pick, and I think Freezer picked out.
Who's that?
Well, I think all our picks are still in.
Yeah.
Right?
None of us have.
Not for AJ.
Maybe taking on the pink, maybe open up a problem. Oh, look at here, he went for it.
You're so old school, Jeremy, aren't you?
Well, I didn't know he had angle. And I didn't see much feet that double kiss a lot. Is this going to be okay? I don't know.
It's a rail.
Yeah, good stuff. It's a little heavy. Yeah, Jason's not going to like that. Jason, the small angle to hit the top side of the 4. Yeah, perfect.
concerned, wasn't it? Speed, pace. He's going to need a bit of luck.
I'll tell you, what a smart young player does is they hang out with other great players, and him spending that time with Morris Neuhausen like he does, I think is Julio Burgess won't go away. 9-8 against Eklund.
Yeah, tidy player. Julio Burgos, clearly.
Sorry, y'all. AJ stealing game 3.
Yeah, I was too busy watching the balls.
You know, a lot of the German players we had at the European Open there in Fulda for, I believe it was 4 years. And got to know a lot of the German players because of that tournament. Looks like he's on the 8 ball to tie it up with Usuri. But BJ, I don't know. This is going to get a little odd. Isn't this past the side a bit? Pretty thin.
Well, he's going digging. Just held him.
Young nerves. All right, there's always going to be this combination.
Yeah, AJ not hanging around. Good break off that.
Jayson Shaw. He's actually played him and felt it firsthand.
Got to the semi-final last year of the junior event. Lost out to Sophia Nast.
He's part of America region. Maybe not Florida, but maybe not too far away.
Yeah,
the boys, they tend to sprout a little later sometimes. Okay, he's gotten a little more distance, but kind of the right angle.
I like the drag.
Well, it must have been a lot easier than I thought. Not much cut. Speaking of that kid, Harrison is a 9 ball away from still making this a match at 9-5. You never know. Looks like nice cueing as well.
AJ showing not just his opponent. He is for such a quiet man. He's really funny. Decent break there from AJ. This is tough for. Do you know what it is, Jeremy? At times, you know,
go for the bank, huh?
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, sometimes I struggle seeing the shot, to be fair. You know, because I don't play a lot.
Eklund usually really good at the split to get the 6 to the bottom and play the cue ball right to get the snooker. He's off in a few ways.
Missed it. Shaw is back in.
Yeah, he had to really carry the 6. Maybe get a friendly bump on the 8 to get the snooker, but had to carry.
Playing the kick towards left middle, trying to get it on the bottom rail behind the 9.
Yeah, he's off on a lot of hits here. This isn't the greatest strike either.
Yeah, meanwhile on the main table up after the miss from AJ, so that's now 4 racks to 2.
That takes a lot of nerve, that shot. Hill game, but little brother. Great shot from Julio. Little brother is on. The friend I have in Minnesota has brought up his name.
Clelio moves on near the table because older bro has got a 1 rack shootout.
Loved it, but you never went on the road playing pool like we did when we were young, you know, playing action all over. Oliver, he would have busted the world. No one would have ever thought he was a champion pool player. Zolnocki, you know the way he is at the...
But listen, he's Mr. Consistent. You've got to really beat that guy.
Yeah, he's not going to give it. He's gotten where he breaks the balls pretty darn good, too. This has got to go.
He's playing the Peru Potter, Christopher Tevin called, actually, in the final. It was 50-odd minutes. Who's up next on table 2? He's got Sanjin Perlovanovic. AJ, well, he's on another hands fault in this game now. That's going to help, though. He's got ball in hand. Where's the red 3 going to end up?
It's the type of shot I think Eklund may go for here. On the
Well, sure, can pop this anyway.
yeah, nice ball and hand shot.
Yeah, had to go.
Said he's dealing with a little shoulder problem. Well, I asked him if he had been playing any golf, and he said, no, it's been a while. Shoulder. Alexa really had played some great pools so far, and not easy to play your best friend or one of them.
Yeah, Shaw does a reverse dish.
It's nice, you know, a little bit easygoing, and also get used to jet lag and tables and everything, and the humidity. Start the trip with the win at the tournament, at the first tournament, from 4 altogether. So, yeah, it would be incredible. I mean, it's going to be a tough feat.
A very decorated player in the world of pool. And he'll be up for that match coming up. But back to the action here. AJ at the table. Couple of rack lead is left. Got a lot out of that, boy.
Wow. Now watch this one here. I guess he's going to play back across. Could play from above, but just got to be careful with. Doesn't want too much, obviously, but doesn't want straight in either.
I think that's felt perfect, you know. Just fires him in, Jeremy, doesn't it?
I'll tell you, if you watch the players that have success, especially under pressure on these tight equipment, mile through the ball. I'm just talking about whatever your stroke is, try and finish it, you know. When the nerves are high, it doesn't matter what sport you're playing, you always try to control. Really want to, you know, like to do a little later in the tournament than early, but I want to play one of these top players that I've never gotten to play before. I don't, you know, you have delusions or dreams of I don't have to play Shane till late in the tournament.
Well, we know some people. We might be able to,
right.
We might be able to have a word and get you.
No, I mean, don't do me any extra favors. But you understand what I'm saying. You take the 3-8 from a little more distance, the gap between the 3-8, and then just run into the 6 with a little outside spin. I don't know. No, he's really good at that.
Play Joe Shaw. Smart kid.
You know, players, they learn that because the equipment's so hard. From distance to draw the ball, and some of the clubs they play in, they learn how to roll the ball with spin. Doesn't always get used as much in the tournament conditions because the stun and the pinch and all that kind of stuff is used a lot, but he does that shot. And last year when he had some great results, he used it a few times.
Likes to graze it along the bed of the table, doesn't he?
Like, little more than looks like a practice session, but not far off of a practice session for AJ Manis.
Yeah, Shaw's got his work cut out here. AJ's just flying. He's hitting every shot plumb.
Here, I mean, so.
Well, he deserved it.
That's what I mean.
He beat the world #1. He took his ranking.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah, one match out of 4 that he was a big favorite.
Scott Boris Ivanovsky next, Jeremy. Now Scott Frost has just been telling you something in the ear. What's he been saying?
Well, you know what Scott said is that, and I mentioned it on here the other day, but Scott just told me he's not signed up for any of the Arizona events. That may change with a deep run here. But he is.
Yeah, not easy if you've you know, you've got a family and you've got a job and all that.
He wants a little more here, but the good thing for him, you know, I mean, in that deep in the tournament, not bad.
Yeah, both of them are going to look at the draw and fancy the job. Obviously, it's hard to be.
At where they're at now, those two players, one trying to get his name out there a little more, and one, if you can draw a dead heat kind of match in that situation to get to the final 16, that's not bad.
Jeremy, AJ is on the money. He's hitting the ball as good as you can hit it. Everything is just landing perfect.
Yeah, you just jinxed him a little. And like you said, really the only thing you were concerned about was the break shot a little bit. Can he pass that? I don't think there's any tool that he's lacking.
Slam missed the 9. Oh, he's just 2 away from a big win and getting revenge. this is not the worst break either.
No, this is
just not letting off, is he? Just not doing anything where Shaw can.
yeah, gonna get just enough angle. Where did Sanjin and Filler? Where did they play the European Open? Win. Sanjin may have been the one that gave him the best contest, kind of later in the tournament a little bit. Would it?
Yeah, I think it was the European Open. Well, it was a good break. It was a good split. The opening shot seemed to be wrapped ball, slammed it in. The rest was history.
All right, he's gonna get a shot.
Doesn't go past the 8. Well, I was looking at just
Maybe a gap here. Gonna go a little bit with some speed. Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, what else you got? We want to let him see it so we can see another great 2 nights ago.
it's a little light. Is the 9 going to help him?
Watch out for the 9 here.
Ah, I didn't see. Looks like Shaw's going to get a look here. Yeah, he called it. JJ had a little look. Needs a bit of help here. It's not going to happen. Okay, it's gone wrong. Not an easy pot
Safety
finish.
on option. Double kiss if he tries to knock it away. It'll be a stretch for the lefty. Yeah, I just kind of felt like that shot might get away. Just the way the mood has gone.
Filler was in. They were all there. Missed the 4 ball. And you can get punished at this game. We know that.
Yeah, Sanjin made 2 banks.
Against his good friend Basells was 7-2 down.
Wow, I was wondering because I've watched Basells and some of his scores, and he's been playing, right, nicking the 4 as well. A little more comfort on this one with the 8, the way it played, and got him up on the 7, so very good stuff.
That is a brilliant mistake.
Yeah, he made it.
Well, this could be the end. But it's not just yet.
Yeah, you see Jayson go for
Staying patient. I like it.
yeah, and like you said, let it bend a little.
I put a few things. Well, can AJ go real?
Good clean cut.
Good effort. This looks good as well, using these balls on the right. Again, JJ. He's staying
down
patient.
about things the way this match has gone, but I wouldn't call it negative. I'm not going to be great for him that way. And probably had a similar situation that we saw a moment ago. And this is where today's equipment, now he caught that too thin, and he made it somehow. But that kind of shot that he played is where he's trying to, you know, coach it up the table. Speaking of confidence, that's probably an easier way to label this young.
Yeah, just draws a cue.
But it seems like he's getting better every match.
There it is, AJ Manis in the end with an easy win, 10 racks to 3 over Jayson Shaw. He gets revenge, and he's through to the next round. After the break, we've got a couple of players who have played in 2.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.